Hello everyone, it's BHard513. Um, Today's video is going to be a little different. We're not exactly ripping some packs like we normally do, but might be a long one. We have a CGC return day. So I sent out all these cards, I don't know, month and a half ago. It took them 30 business days. It was a bulk shipment. Took them 30 business days to get it into ship status after they received it, so they did a really good job getting it back to me. I didn't think I was going to get it till the end of July. Here we are, a month earlier than that, so shout out to them. That was a pretty nice surprise getting it so early. But show you kind of what we're looking for. This is from my previous CGC return, but minimum we would like to get nines. Nines are okay. 9.5s are even better. We're also looking for 10s, of course. 10s are great. 10s are great, but what we're really after are the pristine 10s. So we're looking for pristine 10s on this. I got several cards that I might lose my mind if I get a pristine 10 on them. So I'm actually going to try and guess some of the grades. Mama Abby went through. She was too anxious and couldn't stand it anymore, so she opened the box last night. I told her to just cover up the grades for me for this video. I'm going to take a sip of coffee too as we go too. So let's take a look at what we got on the first one. I actually know the grade on this one because I peeked at the list and this is the first one on the list. So no need for me to guess on this. 7.5. I bought this card from an auction. Auctioned it, or an auction win, $4. What a deal. Shout out to OSP, who I stole that from. That's also going to go for this next one. This next one, same thing. I peeked at the grade. Grade's not as good on this one, but I got it for $4, so that's the reason why I sent these two in. I mean, I got them really cheap, so I figured we'll go ahead and send them in. Maybe the scotch tape wasn't a great idea on this. Oh well. So yeah, we got the two old school cards from this return. I was pretty happy with the Celebi grade. I wasn't expecting that high of a grade. I was expecting it to be more like this. Both had a little light play on them, so pretty excited about that though. You can't. This is like well over $100 card raw. I got it for $4, so you cannot beat that. Auctions are the best. Alright, let's see what the next one is. This one I won on auction too. I forget where I got it from. I actually did peek at this grade too. I forget what it is though at this point. I think it was like an 8.5. Yeah. 8.5. This is from Chilling Rain. Tornadus V. Alternate artwork. And I also won this. I actually won this the same day that I won that Tornadus. Won them both on auction. It's a Fusion Strike Rainbow Mew. This one got a 9.5. I was actually kind of surprised by that. I thought it looked good, but the centering looks a little more off than you would expect. But we got a pretty good grade on the Mew. So that card's actually been going up in price, or it was for a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what it's doing now. Alright, so now we are on to the ones that I don't actually know. I don't actually know. If I had a guess on this one, I would say probably a 9. 8.5. For the Umbreon from Brilliant Stars, this one has been going up in price, so that's why I threw it in. Let's see here. We got the Rainbow Charizard. Not the best centering on it, but again, another one that's, you know, Brilliant Stars retired, so one of the better cards from the set. Thought I'd throw it in this one. I'm gonna probably say an 8.5 as well. Yeah, that corner doesn't look great. Probably an 8.5. Let's see. 8. Oh my goodness. But yeah, what a great card. You know, I wasn't going through looking for my most well-centered cards. I just wanted to send in some stuff from my personal collection to get encapsulated. I love Brilliant Stars, so that's why you see a bunch of Brilliant Stars in here. I actually completed the Brilliant Star set. This one looks pretty good. Corners seem to be a big thing with, you know, CGC, really with all the graders. Corners look good. I know the surface and everything's good on this. Centering's not great. I'm going to say a 9 on this. Oh my god! Let's go. The alternate art Arceus gets a 10. Beautiful. That's what I like to see right there. Even though the centering was a little off, they gave that a 10, huh? Alright. And the Arceus Rainbow from Brilliant Stars. The corners all look good. This one looks pretty good. I'm gonna say a 9.5. Oh my gosh, another 10. Let's go. Arceus. Doing it. I like to see 10s. Pristines would be better, but 10s are good. This is one that's been was kind of shooting up in price when I sent this, so I figured I'd send a couple of these in. I know there's 2 of them. This one, I'm going to say a 10 again. Corners all look good. Centering's pretty solid. It's not a pristine, obviously. Let's see. Let's see. I'm guessing a 10 on this. Oh, a 9 on this one. So weird. I wonder why this one's a 9 compared to the last 2. Maybe because the back. Well, let's see what we got now. Oh, alright. Yeah, we pulled this out of our Silver Tempest booster box when that set came out. Unknown V alternate artwork. Corners look good. I'm gonna say a 9 on this. Centering's not great, but it is a really nice looking card. I'm gonna go 9.5. 10! Let's go! All arts are hidden right now. Let's go. And my Charizard couldn't get a 10. Like, look at this thing. I cannot believe that this card didn't get a 10. Why would they give this a 9.5? The corners all look really good on this. Like, what in the world were they thinking with this card? How did this not get a 10? It's beyond me. Oh, we're not looking at these cards right now. It still just drives me crazy that that card didn't get 10. Alright, so here's my other Ice Rider. The other one got a 9, I think, right? Yeah, the other one got a 9. I'm going to say another 9. Oh boy. Why? Why would this one get a 7.5? Now the corner's bad? Whatever. Oh well. Alright. Those are just going up in price. That's why I sent them in. I'm going to guess a 10 on this one, actually, because I sent in another one. I scored a 10 on one of these ones already. This one also looked really good. It was a tough decision between the two, and I chose the first one. So I'm going to guess a 10 on this one as well. Yep. I had a feeling. So I do have 2 10s of this one. What a great card. I pulled 3 of these out of this set. I sold one of them raw on eBay. I got the other 10 in my personal collection. Let's see what happens with that one. We got an Arita from Astral Radiance. This one I actually pulled. It came as like a bonus pack when I bought some cards off of eBay. They sent a pack along with it, which you'll see an example of that tomorrow when we do the 151 booster box. They sent a free pack with it, so this actually was pulled out of a free pack. I'm gonna guess a 9. 9.5. All right. Let's go. Arita, Astral Radiance. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Oh, we got the Alt Art Palkia. I got this as a steal from OSP auction. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Corners look good. I'm just gonna go with my Alt Art luck right now and just say this is a 10. Come on, give me something good. 9. I'll take a 9. At least it wasn't like a 7.5. I'll take a 9 on that. That's solid. This was an OSP win. I sent it in. Solid 9. I love that card. I could never pull this card. That's why I pulled 3 of those. 3 of the, why can't I think of the name? 3 of the other one from that set. This guy, Dialga. But I could never pull this one, so when this came up for auction the one day, this card was, it was before the Sword and Shield era started going crazy, thankfully. So I scooped this up for a pretty good price. I'm happy with that. A 9. Alright. This one I scooped up for a really good price too. This was before everything went crazy with the pricing. So I scooped it up for a pretty good deal. I didn't think it would 10, but I just love this card. So this is actually the second one that I bought. I bought 2 of these because I just love this card. It's probably my favorite card from Sword and Shield. I'm going to say a 9.5 on this. Ugh. Oh well. I do have a BGS graded 9 of this. But they got like a sleeve in there. Like, let me show you. I actually have it right here. I can't stand BGS grading. And I'll show you why. Here it is, right here, right off the bat. Now look, BGS is good for one thing and one thing only, and that's a black label. But it's like impossible to get that. Look at the difference between these two. Tell me this doesn't look so much better. Yeah, like this one has like the little grading things on it. Like, whoop-de-doo. Who cares? You just want to know the grade. I don't know why people like that so much. And then in the BGS card, it's got a freaking sleeve, a penny sleeve inside of there. So not only do you have to look through the plastic, but you also have to look through the penny sleeve to see it. This looks so much cleaner. So much cleaner, so much better compared to this. I mean, say what you want. I think BGS is a step below CGC. You know, I'm not a fan. Give me this all day. And I wouldn't have said the same thing like when CGC had the blue labels. I did not like CGC. But now that they've switched these black and white labels, I just think they look so clean. They look so good. Alright, let's see here. We got Leafy on from Crown Zenith. I'm gonna say a 9. I'm gonna say a 9. Oh my goodness. Let's go. I love getting 10s when I don't think I'm gonna get a 10. I mean, centering looks a little off, but what a great card. Alright, this one was one of the few where I was like, wow, the centering's really good on it. So I'm gonna say a 10 on this. I thought the centering looked really good. Just thought it looked really good, so I sent it in. Houndour. IR. Oh my gosh, see? A 9. I pulled like 5 of these, so this was like my best centered one. So I was like, this has to be. I had 5 different options of which one was the best. I don't see why that gets a 9. I don't understand that. Just goes to show you never know what they're gonna do. This one I won on an auction. I forget where I won this. It was just some random auction. Got a pretty good deal on it. It's an SIR card. And I just love the SIR cards. So this one will probably go up in price a year or two. Who knows? But it's a Koraidon SIR. It's one of the first SIR cards. A 9.5. Let's go. I'll take that. I'll take that. What a great card, though. Like, not a whole lot of bangers out of Scarlet and Violet base, but this and the Muraidon were really good cards from it, I think. So I've got one of each of those graded now. This one I thought was really well centered. It's from the booster box, the Elite Trainer box, I mean. Black Star Promo Charmander. I just thought this one looked really good. Like centering wise, so I sent it in. I'm gonna say a 9.5. A 9. I'm gonna guess these IRs are kind of hard to grade. It probably doesn't bode well for my Magic Carp that I got coming up, but let's see. This one I thought looked really good. This is one of the first Pokemon Center stamped cards that came out. Probably this or whatever promo came with the Scarlet and Violet box. I forget what it was. But this was a pre-order promo. So if you pre-ordered anything through the Pokemon Center, which I pre-ordered the purple and the red box with them. So they sent me a couple of these. This one looked pretty good. I'm going to say a 10. I thought this looked really good. A 9. I should just, whenever I think of 10, I should say 9. Whenever I think of 9, I should say 10. But yeah, this one probably wasn't worth grading. With the Pokemon Center stamp, one of the first cards, you know, I just thought it was cool. Alright, this is from the Classic Collection. I stole this in an auction too. I got this along with an Ivysaur and a Bulbasaur from the Classic Collection for like 17 bucks. So I stole this in an auction. I'm gonna say, I know these cards kind of get, well, I don't know about Classic Collection, but like, really old cards get graded pretty rough. I'm gonna guess an 8.5. Oh my god! Let's go! What a deal! I can't believe that 10. I guess the Classic Collection's pretty easy to grade. Let's go. Beautiful. Alright, this is the start of 151. 151 I've got a ton of in here. This one looks really good. This is an SIR. Giovanni's Charisma. I'm going to say a 9. Probably be a 10. 8.5. Alright, so I was close. 9, guess. I was close. sip of coffee here. Alright, Erica's Invitation. Erica's Invitation. This one doesn't look great. It doesn't look as good as that Giovanni did. I'm gonna say an 8.5 on this. A 9. Shows what I know. Alright. Erica's Invitation SIR gets a 9. Mew, gold card. I pulled several of these, so I thought this was my best centered one. I'm gonna say a 10 on this. I'm gonna say a 10. A 9. Goodness. Well, I guess that card's probably hard to grade. But I thought that was a really well centered card. Alright, last of the first row is another Erica's Invitation. This one's definitely better than the last one, right? So I'm gonna say a 9.5. A 10, let's go. I love getting 10s from 151 set. Let's go with the 10 of the Erica's Invitation. Beautiful. Alright, that's it for the first row. 21 minutes to get through the first row, boy. Alright. Bulbasaur. IR. I don't know that this is the one that Mom and Abby spoiled while we were going through it, asking me questions about how I wanted this to go. But I'm gonna say this one was probably an 8.5 if it's the one that was spoiled. Yeah, it did not do well, which is weird. Like I don't understand why this one did so bad. I really don't. Like the corners look solid. I don't get it. There was nothing. There was no surface damage at all on this card or anything. That was one I don't get, and I was really worried about this when she showed me that. Not gonna lie. Alright. This is the only one that she really spoiled. I spoiled the first couple. So I'm gonna say, gosh, with the way that one just went, that was what, a 7? Like, how is that a 7.5? Makes no sense. I'm gonna say they gave this one an 8.5 then, right? Yeah. That's probably the grade that one should have got. Probably the grade that Bulbasaur should have got, but 8.5. Alright, the Charmander IR. Look, this one looks really good. It looks really good. The corner might be a bit off. I'm going to say a 9. Oh my god. That is horrible. Why? Send these to PSA. Oh my goodness, they are tough on the IRs. That's not going to bode well for my Magikarp. I'm going to say 8.5. Yep. They are tough on those IRs. Squirtle? Squirtle Squad? I'm going to say a 9. Well, that corner's messed up. I'm going to say 8.5. 9.5 on the Squirtle. What the heck? How is this a 9.5 compared to the other ones? I guess that corner isn't that bad. Weird. I'll take that. Nice little Squirtle. Pikachu. Corners look good. I'm gonna say a 10 on this. Let's find out. A 9. Alright. I'll take 9s. I'll take 9s. Or turtle. This one looks like a 10 to me. I know it's not going to be. So of course it's an 8.5. Alright. Alakazam. SIR. Pretty sure I pulled this one. I know I bought another one too. Pretty sure this is one that I pulled. Actually, I got them both in here. One I bought, one I pulled. Actually, I bought one on the internet. I bought one on eBay. And then literally the next day I pulled it. I got a 9 on the first one. Let's go. I'll take 9s. Especially with the SIRs. This is going to be a 10. I'm just going to say it now. Both of these are going to be 10s. These looked really, really good. Of course. An 8.5. Unbelievable. I thought both of those Charizards that I sent in looked really good. Oh, let's pray for a 10. Here's my Blasty boy. Pretty sure Nick pulled this for me when I did a rip and ship with him. Oh, come on, give me a 10. Give me a 10. Oh my god. Unbelievable. So yeah, I pulled one myself and then I hit one on a rip and ship with Nick at OSP, old school Pokemon. This one's a 10. This one has got to be a 10. I already talked about it. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, pain. Like, you must have to... It must be really hard on this card. Oh my gosh. Wow. Another Charmeleon. It's probably going to be a 7. 8.5. Gosh, this is pretty brutal here at the end. With these cards. With these 151s. It must be pretty tough on that. On 151 grading. There's another Mew. If I were to guess, I'd say a 10. I thought these cards looked really good. I talked about it with the other one. It's a 9. Okay. Zapdos. I don't know that I took a really good look at this one before I sent it. I just sent it because it was an SIR. It looks good. Centering's definitely off in the back. I'm going to say a 9. 8.5. Disappointing. The next Alakazam. This one probably going to be an 8.5 again. What was the other one, a 9? This one might be a 9. Oh, yes! Finally! I got an SIR 10. Let's go. This one will definitely be added to the personal collection. Gosh, let's hope my Blastoise that I thought looked really good is that way too. Which, I guess this is this one. I know I thought one of these looked really good. I think this is it. This might be the one I pulled with Nick. Come on, give me that 10. Give me that 10. Give me that 10, please. 9.5. They did me dirty, just like my Charizard. Just like the Zard that I sent in to him. PSA would give this a 10. Bet. Alright, Venusaur, I purchased this. I could never pull this one from this set. I'll say a 9. 9.5. All right. So that means I guess if you're gonna get 9.5s, you want to have a full set, right? Full starting trio. 9.5 though, because they're pretty picky. But those will all go in the personal collection. I still haven't gotten any pristine 10s. That's unfortunate. Oh, come on. Give me a 10 on this. Give me a 10 on this. Come on. A 9. At least it's a 9. Gosh. They are really strict with this card. But at least we got one 9 out of that. Alright. Little Paradox Rift. Not going to be the most valuable cards ever, but at least some of them. But, yeah, I just thought this looked good. Thought it looked good, so I sent it 10. Of course, it won't be a 10 because I think it looks good. 9.5. The old Garchomp from Paradox Rift. I love Paradox Rift so much. It was such a good set. The Roaring Moon, so good. My Roaring Moon won't be a 10 though. This one, they've been pretty strict with the other gold cards I sent in. I'm gonna say a 9 on this. 9.5. Ain't bad. Not bad. A little gold Paradox Rift card. Another gold Paradox Rift card. Thought this one looked pretty well centered. I'm gonna say a 10 on this. 9.5. I know this card is going up in price, and it's probably mostly because of like being good to use in gameplay, but you know, it's a gold card. Looked really good. So I sent it in. Alright, Gold Garchomp. Of course, tomorrow when we do the 151 Japanese booster box, that's when we'll do the daily rip recap. I'll show you the pickups for the week. Paradox Rift Roaring Moon gold card. A 10, let's go. I like Roaring Moon. I think it's one of the better new ones. And he pretty much dominated the game for me. Pretty much dominated on Violet with this guy. So, someone sent it to me in one of them trades, just like random trades. Hoopa. This one just looked really good, I think. That's why I sent it. Not the most valuable card ever, but, you know, it's got that tear up, cracked ice edge. I love that. And it's a legendary, so let's see what we get. I'm going to guess a 10. I thought it looked really good. There we go. Some of them I did look at, others I just sent them in because I liked them. We still haven't seen Pikachu yet. We haven't seen my boy's Pikachu. Yep, this is one. It didn't look the best, but I sent it in because, you know, it's an SIR from Paradox Rift. I'm going to say a 9 on this. A 9.5 for the Goldingo. I've got the Gimme Ghoul and a 10. So I wish I would have gotten a 10, but I didn't think it would. Alright, that's it for the first box. Now for the second box. That's how many I sent in. I had to do 2 boxes. They sent me 50 in the first one. There's 10 in this one. Let's see what we got. There's my magic carp. Gosh, if this got a 10, I might lose it. I might wake up everybody in this building. What a great card, though. This thing has skyrocketed since. It's like a $150 card raw at this point in time. It's a 9. I will take that. I will take that over, like, giving me a 7.5 or something like some of these other IRs have gotten. This I actually pulled on a rip and ship, too. So, I love this card. That one's going to stay in the personal collection for a while. This one I bought off of eBay. It had a little bit of damage on it, so I'd be surprised if this thing got anything over like a 7, honestly. But we're saying that. I don't even see the damage on here. Where was it? I know it was damaged. Like, it looked like it was pulled out of a pack with a ding on it. Honestly, I can't even see it, though. Did they switch my card out? What in the world? I hope they did. I hope they did, and they gave me a 10. That would be sweet. This is weird. Like, I know there was damage on this card. I know for a fact there was. But I'm not seeing it at all. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. Oh my gosh, if this gets a 10. There's no way this gets a 10. There's no way. 8.5. Where is the damage at? I know this thing had a huge ding on it when I sent it in. Did the case flatten it out? Like, the corner looks ding there, but I don't remember that. That's alright, though. I'm actually surprised. I thought this was going to get like a 7 or something. I sent it in because I just love this card. I bought one from TCG Player for like $80 because I thought that was going to be probably as low as it went. It wasn't. They're like $60 now. And then of course they sent me one. They called it near mint, but it had a huge ding on it. Like, it looked like it one of them ones that come out of the pack pre-dinged for you. Which I guess you can, I guess maybe near mint, but and it's obviously graded near mint, so I can't really complain that much, I guess. And it really doesn't do you any good to complain with anything on TCG Player because no one's gonna help you. No one cares. That's why they post cards without pictures and stuff. I will never buy like a big card from TCG Player again. It would just be like if I needed a reverse holo to complete a set or something, is the only way I would purchase from TCG Player. Unless there's pictures. You know, that's why eBay's good, is because pictures are provided. Here it is. This is my boy's card right here. I pulled this when Mama Abby, on the day Mama Abby found out she was pregnant. I hope this 10s. I hope this gets us a 10. One of the best cards from, the best card from Paldean Fates that I pulled, really, like, the only card that I pulled from Paldean Fates. Come on, baby. Oh, 8.5 for the little boy's card. Grade didn't matter. I thought it would get a 9. Grade didn't matter. I just wanted to get it encapsulated. Little guy's card. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought this might pristine. Or no, this isn't the Japanese one. But I thought this looked pretty good, so this is the promo card. Came out of a 10. I'm going to say a 9. They probably graded pretty tough. 9.5. Alright. I was pretty lucky with some of the gold cards from Paldean Fates. I hope that didn't just stop recording. Alright, we're still recording. I was pretty lucky with some of the gold cards. This one I think would get a 10. I thought it looked really good with centering and stuff. We'll see. A 9. Naturally, I guess I'm not a very good judge. Alright. Crown Zenith. I know that this one was horrible centering, but I just love this card, so I'd be surprised if this got anything over an 8.5. I'm going to say 8.5 on it. What? Oh my gosh. The centering is so bad on this card. A 9.5. Look at that. There's like almost no top edge. I'll take it. I love Crown Zenith. I love this card. I got that card for a pretty good deal before those prices shot up. I pulled this one in my Target parking lot, like what I do with daily rips now. This would have been a daily rip pull, and I was pretty thrilled that morning when I pulled this one. I remember it. It's maybe a week or two after the release of Temporal. Morty's Conviction. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. I thought it looked really good. Ugh. A 9. Of course. Yeah, I'm not expecting as high of a grade with this one. I pulled 2 of these. This was the better one of the 2. We might get a 10. We might have a chance at a 10 here. I thought one of the corners looked a little rough, but the corners on the other one that I sold for $100, which was a great move. By the way, because this card has dropped in price a little bit. I'm going to say a 9.5 on this. Give me a 10 though. Oh, yes. Let's go. Yes, I love this card. It's such good artwork. Let's go. A 10 on the Iron Crown. I love to see it. I picked the right one. Sold the other one for 100 and scored a 10 on that one. On like one of the hardest hits in the set. This one's probably a 9. 8.5. Oh my gosh. This is the lowest graded card we got today. I don't know. They're saying this is in roughest shape as the Ray almost. Like it's just a half a point higher than the Rayquaza. What is wrong with this card? The Rayquaza had like creases in it. This one doesn't. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just gonna crack this one probably. That's actually pretty shocking. I can't believe that. And we did get one. Of course, it's the Japanese. But we scored one pristine 10. Pristine 10s in Japanese. I mean, you can send every card in. Pretty much they're all pristine, it seems like. I scored this one from Weedle's Warehouse. It was a raw card that I sent in. So yeah, that's it for my CGC return. Happy with some. Others could have been better. The IRs from 151 seem to be really hard to grade. But yeah, overall, pretty good. 10 on the Iron Crown. I love that. They got the whole 9.5 set of the SIR 151 cards. I love that. Stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to rip one of these bad boys. Not this one. This is my personal collection one. We're going to rip this. We're going to rip one of them. That'll be tomorrow's rip. 4th of July plan is we're going to do a Poke Rev pack for the 4th. Since, you know, it's a holiday, so I figure we'll do an actual rip that day instead of just a daily. But subscribe and like. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see y'all then. Have a good day.